I know. I know. It's late. Is this where you start bitching at me? That's all right. I get this phone going because I need to leave it open too for people that need to talk to me. I just got it charged. Um, Jen, what are you doing? Jen, I've never seen you go this late. It's 20 to 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. What are you talking about? Uh, you do realize not everybody's Eastern Standard Time, right? I had some requests that I wish you were a different time zone because I would catch you. Okay. So for my West Coast peeps, and I, okay, first of all, I'm not going to explain myself when I go live. This is just what I do. And if it doesn't resonate with you and you're not up, just catch the replay. You're going to be okay. All right. But I did have some people that said, well, you do your mornings. I'm either not awake yet or I'm at work. And okay, okay. I am trying to accommodate everybody. Okay. Hi, Dragonfly. Honey, do you not sleep twice in one day? Here, is that a blessing or a curse, darling? Please don't start yelling at me. Why did you go live? It's almost 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And like I just said, you do realize not everybody's on our time zone, right? So some of these might be for our peeps that are just getting in from work and that kind of stuff. Is that not okay? I thought it might be. Blessings, blessings, darling. Even if it's just me and Dragonfly or one or two other people, please understand something. My phone's been on charge. I've been trying to catch up with babies and feed dinner, and I have an evening routine too. And I apologize if it doesn't work for you. I apologize. I'm sorry. Hi, Miss Nadia. She gonna come on here and bitch at me. What are you doing awake? That's not. That's Nadia's growling voice. What are you doing? Yeah. No. No. The point is, not everybody's Eastern Standard Time, and I get it. So it's okay if it's really late because my West Coast peeps are just going, whoo, just got the family fed while everybody else is already snoring. It is what it is. Dumplings in here. Y'all, please, God, tell me that you were sitting there waiting on me because y'all need to get a life. I love you, but no, I know. I'm not that conceited. I know better than that. It's because you're like me. You don't sleep. Too much going on. Miss Caroline, here we go. Okay, I know it's late. This is not going to be a long show. You know what I got? I'll show you because I always I won't lie. I have 4 questions, important questions, but I also want to include your questions as well. So if you have some, put them in there. But let's get to business because I'm not going to keep you up past midnight because then I get lectured tomorrow by Nadia. Oh, she will. Oh, she will. Don't let her fool you. That's my mama bear. She will. And you know I say that with love, Nadia. What the hell are you doing, Jen? Well, it's not anything weird. It's just I got in a great conversation with my family, and they didn't break up, and the babies went to bed late, and I thought, but the energy's still really good, and you know what? Let's do something for people that haven't gone to bed yet. I can't please everybody, guys. I'm either too early, too late, missed the boat. And then I got lots of people saying, I just wish I could catch you live. Well, it's a crapshoot at this point. I'm just going to go all different times. Nadia? It's funny you say that. Brazil's elections. Girlfriend, we're weird twins that were switched at birth. Brazil's elections are on it. Yep. All right. I know. My dumpling's on the West Coast. Or are you? And you're just waving. Yes, you are. I was looking at your envelope. All right. Dragonfly, honey, you preaching to the choir. If I went to bed right now, I'd be up at 3 o'clock in the morning going, what are we going to do now? I got a couple hours. I got a nap. What are we going to do now? I can't go to bed now. I can't go to bed now. Dumpling, what's that oh my about? Oh my, oh my. Lions and tigers and bears, oh my. Trying to look like insurrection. Yeah. There's. I'm not buying this Brazilian election. Let's get into it, guys. I'm not going to waste your time. All right, here we go. Let's start with that one. I won't go in a particular order based on my list. Let's start with that one because Nadia and I both had it on our list. These Brazilian elections. Are you kidding me right now? Raise your hand if you're not quite sure what's going on. What are you talking about? Brazilian elections. Okay. So 2 people ran, and then elections came out that it was the tyrannical asshole that won it with more than 60% of the vote, which is weird. I'm not saying it can't happen because, hey, they're just trying to repeat what we did 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago. You know what I'm saying? All right. So let's get into that one since Nadia and I are on the same brainwave. Surprise, surprise. The Brazilian elections, are they legitimate? Are they fake? Are they, let's look for illusion. Let's look for military. Let's just look if they're batshit crazy. Or maybe we are. I don't know. Remember we did that with, who was it? The Prime Minister of, was it France? I ain't doing this, y'all. I told you. Whoo, Jesus. We're going to do this now. That bottom base card. Who is that? What? What? Come on now. Anybody new here, I apologize. That's the 7 of Swords. It's a thief. What was stolen? No. John darling. All right. Let's get Brazil taken out of the equation. Thief is still on your base card. Let's split it and ask the question. Brazil's election. Stolen, rigged, an illusion. What are we looking at? Really? Ugh. You know how many times we do these election things and it comes up the same thing? I'm not looking. Even we have a breaking point. You ready? Brazil's election. Did this dude really win? This is just us as the collective and the community asking the question. Did they really win? because we were waiting to celebrate. And you kind of crushed our dreams. Okay, that was it. And then what happened? You crushed my dreams. What? Disappointment, heartbreak. Okay. What do they want you to do? This is why they did it. This is why they did it. Hold your ground. Still trying to wake people up. I'm not the only one that thinks this way. Are you kidding me? Hold your ground? What else do you want us to do? Your voice is important. Okay, I want you to take a look at the past card. This is the past. This election had to happen because this is where you were in the past. This is where they want you to be now. This is where you were in the past, in Brazil. Eight of Swords. I am a prisoner. I am blinded. I am handcuffed. I am hoodwinked. And the truth, I have nothing. I'm trapped. So you went from that to that. So they're using this election as a wake up call. Ding a ding a ding. Here's your alarm. Does that make sense? All right. I'm not done. I'm not done. Military. Delivering a message. The universe is delivering a message. It's also a military card. They're watching those elections just like they are ours. Let them run with their little celebration. You're not going to get away with it. How do you know that, Jen? Because of that. Wish, hearts, desires of the people went. I don't think so. Well, Jen, you just wished upon a star. You didn't actually make it happen. You do realize what we have the power and authority to do as a collective, right? Not only in our nation here in the US, but all countries across the world. No matter how big or small, the voice of the people and the collective are so strong. Nope. The people say, I don't think so. That's why they're sitting there going, nope. Stand your ground. Another wake up call. Okay. Y'all, I ain't trying to disappoint you and break your heart, darlings, but look, you're going to have to carry this burden just a hair longer. They're going to run this into the ground just like they do everybody else. Well, we got you. Now we just need to get everybody else. Look, that's it. Confirmation, I got it. Now watch. Everybody's tired just like I am, but here we are, and we're going to celebrate our energy together. All right. Run on the not bad, it's not bad aspect. Okay, get that. This is light, divine energy, frequency of what we're putting out. Not bad aspected. Okay, because he sits beside the Ace of Swords in truth, big dog in truth. Right now, this is your final confirmation about Brazil. These people are sovereign and independent. We all know Nine of Pentacles. She's the big dog when it comes to who you talking to. I am sovereign and I am divine. This is about a damn wake-up call. Which I'm sorry. At the end of the day, I'm kind of sick of hearing too. I know. I can change my opinion from a morning coffee show to an evening show. And I'm irritated by the end of the day. Okay, I'm calm and I'm sovereign and I'll sip on coffee. And then by the end of the evening, I'm going, who are you talking to? I'm not asking forgiveness. I'm just going to ask for understanding and patience to deal with me and my mouth because I don't care. It's already been done to us. Now we're going to watch our brothers and sisters go through it the same way. Yours is still the same damn base card. Thief, 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 thief. Truth, truth, truth. Nadia, you and I had the same thought process. The Brazil elections, are they legit? Nope. Nope. But we needed to do it because we needed to prove a point and wake people up. I'm not even going to say what I was going to say. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. How many election cycles are we going to have to keep doing this? Well, we'll do it one more time. One more time and wake people up. Well, okay, can you give us one more time? No. Mm-mm. Y'all pushing people to the brink. I hope they realize that. You're pushing us to a degree that I don't think you want it. I digress. I'll go look at the chat. How's y'all? All right, we did Nadia's Brazilian elections. We'd still be up by 3 a.m. We've established that. Insurrection, yep. Truck strikes and food shortage, saw that too. Saw the footage of where, people are taken to the streets. And if you can put that in a good term, these are the good people doing it. Oh, yeah. They're stopping highways. We just won't deliver your food because you're either going to listen to us, we small peasants who have no voice. Yeah. My personal opinion, Nadia, on that is they got it right after the election. We waited 2 years too late. We shouldn't have done that shit right after 2020. My personal opinion. But we all work differently. You know what I'm saying? Dragonfly was at Walmart this evening. It was scary, the empty shelves. Dragonfly, you still in New York, honey? I will give you a warning because of the readings that I got before. The blue states and blue cities will run dry way before the reds will. Yeah. Sweetheart, take your RV if you can afford it. Go out of state, stock up, and get the hell out of Dodge. That's my personal opinion. Not everybody can do that. If you ask me to do it, I'm like, what are you smoking? I can't do that. And I get it. Jen, I can't do it. Okay. Take the next best step. Go to the closest city that you can afford. Go stock up the best you can, cheapest you can. Dollar store, doesn't matter. I know you're in New York and you got a rough road in front of you. But whatever's about to go down, it's going to hit you guys first, and I just want you to be prepared. If there's anything we can do to help you, please let us know. A dumpling. Costco Liberal Company has lowered their gas price. Oh, so like instead of Sam's Club or Walmart, their personal gas pump. Costco doesn't make money off that. Who's the head company? Look behind the scenes. Costco, Walmart, Sam's Club, they're all the same company. They're all under Vanguard and BlackRock. They own everything in the world. I know, too much. Nadia said, don't. You're going to scare the shit out of them. Nadia, good point. Go to Canada. You know what? If she can do it, I don't know what the restrictions are going across the border just to get fuel. I don't know. But you got a great point. I would do anything and everything that I possibly could. Cash Patel, I'll tell you right now, Caroline, he's beautiful. He's a beautiful patriot. But I'll pull cards just for you. No vax can't cross the border. Wow. Wow. We're still there. Wow. Okay. Wow. I have no words. And they probably planned it that way. They probably planned it that way. Mm-hmm. Dragonfly, if there's anything we could possibly do, if I could ever give you any good advice, do what you can and do it now, especially before this election. If you got a week and you've got, you know, I don't even know what gas is in New York. It's bad enough here, and we're in a lower state. Darling, do what you can and get prepared. Go buy canned food. Go to an Army surplus and get an MRE. At this point, I don't trust nothing what they're doing. We don't know. We've pulled cards, but it's so at random. Oh no, you're gonna be okay. Well, no shit, Sherlock. But here's the thing: you're beyond space and time. You're not giving me a time frame. And we look and they go, like 4 to 6. What does that mean? Weeks, months, days, hours? We don't know. Well, Jen, don't be coming on here and picking apart tarot. I'm not picking apart tarot. I'm just telling you this is how broad it can be if you want a time frame. We don't know when shit's going to hit the fan, but we do know one thing. Next Tuesday is a very important date for this nation, and it could change everything. Okay? Okay. Nadia made a good point. People are flying from Canada with no vax. Well, but then that would be reversal, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, unless I read it wrong, because I can. Dragonfly is saying she can't cross into Canada without vaccination papers, but people coming from Canada can come into the U.S. with not a problem. Huh? Janine came down from Canada for the tour. For the tour. Okay. Yeah, but they can come from Canada into the U.S. But do you get back into Canada? Because we're asking Dragonfly to go into Canada, and she's like, "Well, you can't unless you've got vaccination." Going one way is one rule, and going the other way is another rule. If you can make any sense out of that. Does that make sense? Good, Dragonfly. Then you're doing everything you can, darling. You're ready. You're ready. Yeah. Rules for thee and not for me. So it's okay for people to come from Canada into our country, but we can't go to their country without certain rules. So, yeah, it's a hypocritical system. That's what they're doing. Yeah, so we can't. Yeah, I just looked up and Dumpling put election bias. Well, honey, there's a bias on all aspects, but you're right. Election, yeah, because that's that's the headlines right now. Smoke green. Don't look over here. Pay attention to this. You'd think we'd be used to it by now, but all of us get thrown off. Like, that's horseshit. Your son went to Israel with no vax. Perfect. I think that's great. But I also know that it's an individual country basis and what their government is. Israel, great. God bless you. But believe me, there are still countries out there where you have to. There are still some countries out there going, where are you going to wear this? What? I digress. Let's move along. What is our other one? Oh, here's one I want to talk to you about. I got a personal question for you if you're prepared to answer it. It's about our food. Going to the grocery store, if you can afford it. When you buy food, have you noticed when you bring it home and you cook it, you prepare it, you're getting ready to eat it, when you taste it, does it taste funny to you? Especially more so in the last few weeks. Does it just taste off? You can't quite put your finger on what it is, but does it taste off? Like, why does that taste so funny? The reason I ask is because I wanted to know when all the shortages stopped or started and they stopped the food delivery. That's what I'm trying to say. When the shortages started, food delivery stopped and they kept blaming it on supply and demand and the truckers, and they tried to do all that. Were they really cleaning up the food processing plants? Because how many plants did we see burn down? Were they cleaning it up and getting all the toxins and poisons out of it and then repackaging it with the good stuff? And now that's what we're buying now. But I'm curious to know, have you tasted a difference in the foods that you're buying? Doesn't have to be anything in particular, but maybe something that you're constantly buying on like on a regular basis. Have you tasted a difference? Like there's some things that have a really strong chemical taste to it. And then there's other things like, well, I don't really pay attention. I'm kind of used to pesticides and poison at this point. Well, maybe that's the point, because now you're not tasting it and you're like, why does that taste weird? Oh, because there's no poison in it. Does that make any sense? We have noticed in our house foods that we buy on a regular basis. Some of the babies like their favorite things that they like to eat. Same brand, nothing's changed, no new labeling, nobody bought anybody's company out. And we're going, is that a bad batch? And then you rebuy it just to prove yourself right. No. So I want to ask Tara tonight, does that mean, is that a sign that you're cleaning up our food processing? Now you can't taste poison. You're going, what's wrong with that? Does that make sense? I agree, Nadia. It doesn't have to be like a huge change. You just like, did I get a bad batch? Is it stale? I don't understand, because that's not how it's tasted for the last umpteen amount of years. And it just tastes off. It doesn't taste spoiled, I guess would be the correct term. But it just doesn't taste normal. You know what I'm saying? So let's just ask, Universe Spirit, can you tell us if our taste buds have changed? Does that mean that you're cleaning up the food processing and how we eat it so we're not poisoned? How can you explain that to us? Are you cleaning it up? Really, Wings? He goes, maybe you're just tasting the ashes of where the plant burnt down. Really? I told y'all he had a wicked sense of humor. He's going, ha! Slaps his leg. He thinks it's funny. You are, and I love you to death, Wings, but that's not what we're talking about. We're going to live longer. Caroline, they ruined our plans. We thought we was out of here. Daggone it. Now we're going to eat healthy and not know it? What? Yeah, food just doesn't taste right. Dragonfly agrees. Buy from local farms all summer. Store-bought has no flavor. You're right. And has anybody noticed this? Well, I pull cards on that question. Fresh produce spoils 10 times faster. Anybody notice that? Where'd the preservatives go? I can buy a tomato and it'll last 2 weeks. I can't buy a tomato and it barely lasts 48 hours and it's rotten. Now y'all know why I'm fighting fruit flies. It dies. One little bruise spot on a vegetable. I'm like, I just bought them yesterday, and I'm in here going, and y'all look at me like I'm crazy. And I just bought him. I just bought them. Everybody gets fruit flies. I ain't ashamed of that. Just bought the daggone things. Jesus of mercy. Let's ask this question. Let's get this question out of the way. Jen, you're taking too long. Shut up, woman. I know it's late and you need to go to bed. I know. But we're here, so let's do it. Food, has it been cleaned up? Okay. Now, how I told y'all earlier, if you pull an ace, you better know how it's aspected because then it means a yes. First card, yep, for the family because that's my family ace. And then I just looked down what was sitting right beside of it and I went, you son of a bitch. I'll show you. Hang on. Here's what's sad. Here's what's sad. I got excited on that first ace, which was the big yes. They're cleaning it up. And I thought, thank God we're not being poisoned anymore. And then I looked down and went, oh shit. Mm-mm. Don't fall for the illusion, though. If you think they can just stop dumping that crap on your food and get away with it, no. We'd all be sicker than dogs in the hospital with withdrawal, if that makes sense. They can't just cut it off just like that because our bodies have adapted to the poison. If they would cut us out and make us go true organic, honey, we all be sick as dogs because we wouldn't know how to handle the new good food. You understand what I'm saying? And then right beside of him, remember these guys, baby pages, baby pages. We know baby pages means drip, drop, drip, drop. They can't bring that and manifest that into our world right off the bat. There ain't no way. Remember Mr. Peacock here? What was his nickname? Penelope's the female. What did I give the male? I don't remember. Y'all tell me. Was it something like Peter? Whatever. I don't know. Whatever. Pablo? I don't know. It was something. That's not the point. But you understand, drip drop pages, they cannot just remove it all at one time because we would get really sick. Because our bodies have adjusted to it. It'd be like you going through rehab and cold turkey just cut you off from drugs. Yeah, I don't think so. Now I understand why the pass card is what it is. Yes, we are. First big yes, yes, we are. And then the pass card said, baby page, temperance. You're going to have to be patient. This is not going to be an overnight fix. So they pre-selected certain items, like when we were going through the shortages the past 2.5 years. Anytime you, first of all, it was toilet paper, whatever. Forget the toilet paper. Now talking about food that you can consume. Okay. Now it's really hitting our fresh produce. But I'm talking about like canned goods, maybe even your meats, that kind of stuff. Why do you now all of a sudden there's no pork, and then one week you've got plenty of chicken, and now there's no chicken, but there's plenty of beef. None of it made sense, but you also heard in the headlines that these processing plants are burning to the ground. Oh, what? And then prices doubled and it rolled into inflation, part of the movie. I get it. The point is, temperance means you're going to have to be patient. Baby pages all the way because they cannot do that all at one time. They'll kill us. Let me finish. You want another one? You want me to kick you in the gut? And it's not from pre-processed food. There's another baby page. Drip, drip, drop. We got to go slow. Got to go slow. You want the new beginning? Our hearts and desires, please just clean it up because I don't want to eat this crap anymore. Okay, but we're going to have to go slow. Temperance. Be patient. Why? Go slow. Be patient. Go slow again. Okay. Why? The imprints. So what is divine? It doesn't have to be, she mainly represents the divine feminine. But I will tell you something. If you ever see this wheel on any of the cards, here's a new learning point with tarot. This wheel, you also see it on the sun card. To me, that's Operation Looking Glass. They saw what would happen to the people. It's like looking through a lens. What do they call those little things the little dudes used to wear? Oculus? Is that what it's called? Did I get too fancy too late at night? Is that what it's called? An oculus? They're looking through a looking glass going, we can't clean this stuff up too fast. Does that make sense? But they understood the divinity of why we need purity in our food. If that makes sense. I'm going to finish. I'm not going to look at the chat because I know it's rolling. But do you understand what I'm saying? You see this in the sun card, and I keep looking at it and referring to it as a looking glass internally, but it's about time that I verbally make that connection. I look at it as like an oculus, and to me, it represents the looking glass. They looked into the future and went, we cannot be rolling this out too fast because we're going to kill people. Does that make sense? And if you totally forgot the question, it's just about food. Did they clean it up? Why does it taste different? Here's your final card. Now I'll do confirmation. Come on. Come on. We know it's automatically off-worlder, but what is that? 2 of Cups? That's a contract card. They had to sign a contract with these companies. You want to stay in business, Mr. Tyson, or whatever your name is? You're going to stop doing this to the food and back off. Slowly drip drop. That's the perfect final confirmation that I could give you. Because it explains everything. It explains the baby pages. Why? Contract or no contract? Because these bastards are still in there going, you can't do that. There's still internal fighting. You can't do that. But I have a contract. You agreed to pay me because I'm providing the antibiotics and hormones that go in it. Nope. Nope. Because these guys aren't going to win. You want to know how I know that? Because this card came next. You guys know the 6 of Cups. What is that card? Not just my sibling baby card, my littles. It is overall, in general, that's my humanitarian card. You can fight and bitch and complain all you want to, but this is about humanity and saving the world. This is not about killing you off in eugenics through our food and our water and poisonous shots and all that bullshit. Yeah, I said it. I'm not censoring crap. Final, foremost, at the end of the day, your Queen of Swords is coming out with the truth, full of integrity, going, oh, you'll find out. But with all those baby pages, don't slap a date on it. Don't think if Mr. T comes back and does all his thing, don't think that you're going to find out the next day about all the shit that they're doing. You think people can handle that? Just know in the back of your head, you know it intuitively, and we're doing our part to clean it up. Does that make sense? But yes, the food processing is being cleaned up, but they have to do it in stages because if they don't, you will shock our systems and we would get really sick. How pathetic is that? Tell me if I'm wrong. How pathetic is that? You have to slowly withdraw us off of poison to actually save our lives. You can yell at me. It's all right. You don't have to agree with me if it does not resonate. But I'm telling you, we were poisoned onto a level of we have to wean you off of the poison. Tell me I'm wrong. I'm going to go take a peek in the chat before we go on to question number 3, because we did 2. Nadia, you crack me up. I just looked up and she goes, bring back the crap. Yeah. Well, you have to admit, whatever they put into it, poison or no poison, well, maybe we're just saying that because we just grew an adaptability to the taste of the food. But I get what you're saying. Bring back the crap. Now everything tastes like rice cakes. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing. Yep. Yeah, it seems like that there's no flavor at all. Whatever you're injecting in it, spraying on it, whatever. And like I asked the question, now you can't buy produce. You better use it within 24 or 48 hours, because I used to be able to buy cucumbers and I could let them sit in there in my crisper bin for 2 weeks. And now 4 days later, I'm like, now would be a good time to pull out the cucumber. And it's like, now it's liquid. It's starting, it's happening, especially with our produce, of course. But let's say that you're not in our collective and you're sitting there going, did I just buy bad fruit and vegetables? They don't get it. But that's why I consciously wanted to ask the question. There's got to be something to this, because it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, Dragonfly, you really believe that they killed off chickens and turkeys for bird flu? Or shit. They just call it bird flu. None of my friends that have chickens say that there's nothing truthful about their narrative. Their chickens are healthy. Yeah. Take it somebody that has raised chickens all their life. I don't currently, but I'm telling you what, never once in 20 plus years of raising chickens did I ever get a bird that had a flu of any kind. I got chickens that were getting too old and couldn't lay anymore, and then they just became harvest chickens, and we would slaughter them and eat them as meat, can the meat, but their babies and grandbabies became the new laying hens. Does that make sense? No chicken ever got COVID. That was a joke. Wang, stop it. He already said it once today. He goes, but you have to follow the science. Whatever. Oh, no, no sound. Is there no sound? Am I just yapping my jaws? Y'all give me a 5 by 5. Dumpling, did I lose you? Yeah, people have chickens and nobody has any problems. Monocles. Thank you, Nadia. What did I say? I don't know what I said. You probably don't want to know, but she's correct. Monocles, because it's a singular. Gotcha. Moncular. Who cares? Starts with mono. That's not the kissing disease. Whatever. The single eyeglass. Okay, we got you. At least we're on that page. My asshole brother-in-law and his wife both work for Tyson in West Virginia. Uh, I'm in West Virginia, and I know what plant you're talking about. Really? Because they're under a lot of scrutiny right now. Wow, Dragonfly. Slow going off drugs. Yeah, it's a weaning process. And that's sad. It's a detox. You're absolutely right. I'm sorry, I'm just catching up because I was reading, but yeah, we are detoxing off poison. How pathetic is that? Okay, 5 by 5. Okay. All right. All right, Dumpling. You're good. Yeah. Who would have ever thought we'd have to detox off our own food that we're buying at the grocery store? Be prepared. I hear feet coming down the stairs, so if they walk in here, that's okay. Watch. Watch them. They're just peeking in, thinking that they're going to sneak in here. Watch them. They'll close the door back. You already been caught. I already warned him you were coming because we heard you. Yeah, I went late live tonight, but I'm still live. But you're more than welcome to come in if you want. There's Michael. That's the baby boy. Sorry. Yeah, I went live late tonight. That's on me. Peanut butter's on the shelf. You don't want peanut butter? Oh, well, help yourself. Whatever you can find. You want more rice? He's my diabetic. Remember, his blood sugar just bottomed out. He's looking for a little something to eat without the poison. Yeah, y'all, come on now. All right, it's getting late. Let's wrap it up. All right, so we did food cleanup. We did the Brazilian elections. Okay. The other one that I had is Netanyahu in Israel, because remember we did this last week. Lee asked the question, "Can you ask something about Netanyahu? Was he good? Was he bad?" I didn't really get anything good, and now all of a sudden he just like Bojo Boris Johnson. Now he wants to throw his hat back into the ring, and he might be coming back in Israel. Is Bibi Netanyahu? Blah, 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 blah. Joe Biden will get it right in a minute. Is he coming back? Or is this just another ploy for the movie? You know what I'm saying? I know. Yeah. And Nadia, we pulled that when we pulled cards before. I got nothing good about his past, but now all of a sudden the press wants to throw him back into the circus. So let's just ask, because we're going to look for like illusion. Is it bullshit? Or are they going to use him? Does he have a job to do? Is there a contract card in there? You're going to use him temporarily. Do you understand what I'm saying? And if it's just total horseshit, they'll go, no, it's not. But if it's dead on and they've got a plot, I will guarantee you I'll pull knights because that's the military and he's playing a role. Okay? Contract cards. But in between that, that's fine. Any way around that you get those. But what I'm looking for are the illusions. It's bullshit. Why are you using him? I'm not saying that they haven't done it before, because they have. Have they not? Yep. So let's see. Netanyahu, I just call him BB. Is he coming back? Is he coming back to run for an Israeli, whether it's prime minister or a different role, but a leadership role? Is he coming back to Israel to do that? Because I thought he was gone. I just thought he was gone. Hi, Gail. Gail's like, she's rubbing her eyes going, what in the hell are y'all doing up? Just because Jen's batshit crazy, but you should already know that. See? You're a couple hours behind me. You're headed for bed. Honey, you are more than welcome. I just wanted to do a little bit something different because I got some West Coasters and said, I just wish you would maybe just hang in there because by the time you quit, I'm getting off work. And I went, well, all right, let's give it a whirl. All right. Welcome, Miss Gail. Hang in there, sweetheart. I literally only had 4 questions and I'm on number 3. So I don't even think the next one needs to be asked, but I promised Lee that I would do it. It's fine. All right. So we're on Bibi Netanyahu in Israel. He says he wants to throw his hat back into the ring for prime minister and blah, 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 blah. Is it going to happen? That's what we're doing now. So you got the catch up. The other first 2, go back and watch the replay. You're welcome. Good night, sweetheart. Did you find what you were looking for?
Yeah.
All right, honey. Love you. All right. Did you want that to stay that way? Wow, I'm not allowed to turn that back upside down. I went, well, that's a big one. And they said, I don't care. Leave it alone. Okie dokie. Uh, I don't like the energy coming out of this because especially that last card. But going back and reading the rest of it, I don't like this. They have a purpose for doing it, but I don't like it. Why are you going to drag people through this bullshit? Because I just saw it. I know. You just showed it to me as soon as I asked the question. Okay, so here we go. Off-world contract. That's just asking. That's the star card. Nope. He agreed to come back in and play his role. Remember, off-worlders, they actually have contracts with us all the time going, bring the idiot back in. Okay? Okay. Well, what does that mean, Jen? Is he going to run or is he not going to run? Mm-mm. Nope. This is about truth. Remember? Truth coming out, exposure. So they're really going to bring in people like Benjamin Netanyahu, and then they're going to bring in people like Boris Johnson. When people are already losing their crap, even just hearing their name, going, please don't. It's exposure. Watch. Here's your next card. Giving and receiving. Remember, it's humanitarian. Okay. So your Six of Pentacles means, please don't give me him because I'll give him right back to you because we don't want him. Giving and receiving. I don't want him. Have you lost your mind? Because that's what people are thinking. How do I know that? Because it's right here. Now watch. For Israel, for that country, that nation itself, okay? People could not handle it the first time. They lost their crap when he left. I will be the first to say, I don't get it. I thought he was a good dude. Took me years to figure out. No, he ain't. Because, like Nadia said, skull and crossbones. Ah, please, come on. What do they call that? Club 322 or whatever it was. It shows you I've done way too much homework. Here we go. Here's your baby page of swords. Because they didn't get it the first time. The truth has to be dropped back out. I know. I heard it, Wings, and he goes, because they didn't get it the first time, they will beg for this guy to come back. So they just jumped the gun and went, oh no, you want him? Oh, we'll give him to you. Remember I said Operation Looking Glass? Oh, they already saw. Although I asked, where's baby? He was so good with Trump. Well, they're going to bring him back and throw him into the ring on purpose to wake people up with the truth. But they have to drop it out. So get used to seeing BB because it doesn't look like that's going to change. Now listen, tarot. Why would you do that? Because it's our strategy. Duh. To bring the truth. That's our strategy. We've got to use it. We got to use him. And he's going to do it because it's a contract. What's the outcome of that? People will see a new path, new beginning. We know our Two of Wands. We've seen it all day long in the other readings we've done. Beautiful outcome, looking towards the future. Don't have a problem with that card. What I do have a problem with are the other two cards on either side, and I will show you. When the truth gets drip-dropped strategically through the baby pages, remember, tarot tells a story, as it slowly gets drip-drop out, what is it going to do to the people? That's what it's going to do to the people. Disappointment, disheartened, what? But I thought, because remember, sword, it's still a sword card. You broke my heart with the truth. Yeah, well, it broke my heart when I found the truth, but eventually I got over it. Here's the card that got flipped upside down, and I could not figure out why is that upside down? Don't you? Was that just a mistake? And they go, leave it alone. And I went, okay. Sometimes they're very adamant. Here's why. This is the Ace of Cups. This is a community family Ace of Cups, and it's upside down. They're doing it to deliberately disrupt the way people put him on a pedestal. They're going to bring the truth out, and it will totally disrupt the whole thought process. I know. I just got that too. Wings goes, remember they said they're going to save Israel for last? Maybe that's the biggest upset ever. I've never seen an Ace of Cups be in reverse like that. Never. In my whole career as a tarot reader. Never seen it. They want that big of an upset. They don't want pain and heartache for intention purposes. But it's necessary for the truth. Does that make any sense whatsoever? Here's your confirmation. I flipped it upside down because if I don't, I'll put it back in the deck that way, and I don't want that. See? Baby Page speaks again. He's not a baby page in this. He's just aspected in a different way. Okay. Remember our Knight of Wands? That this is our military that comes in and cleans crap up, takes the enemy and throws them in the pit of hell. Like, you're done. I'm out. I'm cleaning it up. So he comes up. This is your final confirmation, the final 3 cards. You needed that heartbreak, but I promise you, we're coming in here to clean it up, and we're going to get rid of him. You'll never have to see him again. Trust me. Well, easy for you to say. I don't trust anybody at this point, except my creator source. Here's one reason why we don't have a whole lot of trust in anybody, because you're not final, but the final reading, final 3. The middle guy's the Hangman going, just hang in there. We'll get rid of the bad guy, but hang in there. It's going to take some drippy drop of the baby pages to get you to realize that Bibi Netanyahu is not who he said he was. Even for great diehard Christians like me that thought he was great. Okay? I had to wake up too. I've had a little bit more time, so I've got a little bit more sympathy and understanding. That's why it takes so long. Because there was really nothing wrong with him. Unless you're like Nadia and truly knew the background and the truth behind him. Does that make sense? If you knew that he was skull and crossbones and dug deep into it, I only found that within the last, 6 months to a year. Some people have known that for years, but I wasn't into that. You know why? Because I was so focused on the U.S., and then my next step was Israel, because they're supposed to be our BFF, right? And that's when I woke up and went, this don't look good. I can be wrong. This is where we use forgiveness and understanding. Go, it's okay. You were wrong. It's fine. We love you. Just stay in here with us. Truth, drippy drop, be patient. Hangman. Final card. All the work has been put into it. Okay, here's your 7 of Pentacles. All the work has been done. You've planted your fields. You have watered. You have fertilized. You just sit there and baby it. You weeded all season. Now you're just sitting there going, when are we going to harvest? That's what you're waiting on. It says, wait. You're going to have to wait for the harvest. You're going to have to wait for the results. Okay. So apparently they have plans for this man that he may hang in there for a while. Please understand, at the end of the day, it's for strategy to bring truth. This is when tarot in the universe just says, trust me. You want to know what your base card was? Judgment. Mm-hmm. All right. I'll take it. I'll take it. Fair enough. That's fair enough. Isn't messing with my sound? Not, why is it? I have to go back and edit. Why is it every time I keep talking about Israel, they keep messing with me? My numbers are dropping too. Well, I'm not gonna keep everybody either. I know. It's going on midnight. By the time I say goodnight to y'all, you're messing with my sound. But I've noticed every time I keep talking about Israel, they don't want me. Mm, you are correct, Nadia. Was that personally for me or as a collective? Because you're not wrong, because we've talked about that with me. You have to wait until you work on yourself within so we don't go back to anger and low frequency. You're not wrong. I mean, if it's directly towards me, I totally get it, but please let us know if it's collective. The collective. Okay. Yeah, because I'm not going to deny anything. I can bring down frequency too because I just get pissed off and my is too small. The waiting is the hardest part. Tom Petty. You know what? You're not wrong. Okay, so some people are not having issues with sound and some people are. Okay. Well, that's okay. Well, some are, some aren't. Well, this is what we'll do. Well, it was late night. We gave it a whirl for a really late night and we did an hour. So if anybody has any final late night, throw it in real quick and I'll pull. I don't mind. But this is kind of a trial and error because I'm trying to do different time zones. I'm playing around. I do the mornings and do the evenings, and then I really did a late night. So, what was the fourth question? Um, I was going to continue to ask the question until next Tuesday, if the elections are actually still going to happen because it keeps changing. Remember the first time, two times I did it, it said, no, it's not happening. We don't see it. And then I did it and it said, yeah, but it's not what you think it is. And I was just curious now that we're 6 days out, if we ask it again, because energy is always changing. Does that make sense? That's why the fourth question was, I don't know if we have to really ask it, but if you want to, are the an updated energy version, because it's been more than a week since we asked it, are the elections really happening? I'm pretty sure you meant Instagram. Instacart? Are we buying Katy Perry's black eye? Does she have a black eye? I instantly got. Good question, Gail. Um, Katy Perry, is she had a black eye? I haven't seen anything. I instantly got she has a black eye. Yes, ma'am, Gail. I just saw it. Telegram. There are a few accounts that I follow. They are posting so many deaths due to the shot. Are those accounts legit? Instagram. One eye was malfunctioning. Oh no, I know what you're talking about. Um. Oh, you mean the robot version where it just said, and she had to go like to get her eyeball to work? I saw it, honey. Welcome to cyborg world. She ain't real. That ain't a dang human being. Yep. And she's sitting there going, she's doing this, and she played it off by looking around, and she still couldn't get it, and she just finally went, and then it popped open. Oh, I saw it. Welcome to a daggone cyber. That's not a human being. Human my ass. I'll pull cards, but I don't think you need me to. It is disturbing, but it's also obvious. Going, really? Really? Sweet Gail, let's do yours. Telegram, there's few accounts that I follow. They're posting so many deaths about the shot. Are the accounts legit? Meaning, could it be a bot and they're just trying to, are they boosting it, good or bad? Both sides are horrible right now. All right. Are all of the Telegram accounts about the shot, are they legitimate? That's what we're asking. Y'all, you just saw, or at least you heard me shuffle as many times as I did while I was reading. Bottom card is still that it's a strategy. Okay. Strategic for what? Nadia's laughing at me. Want me to leave it that way? Okay. Well, that took a turn I didn't expect. I thought, well, social media can't be that big of a deal. Well, that took a turn I didn't expect. Miss Gail? Remember I told you that base card was the strategy? Now I'm like, what strategy? What are you trying to prove? Well, this proves it. Okay. So the hearts and desires of the collective are umbrella. Remember? Hearts and desires, ace, is to weed it out. Why do you need to weed it out? Because I just got it intuitively. What do you mean weed it out? Even on Telegram, it has gotten corrupt. Can we agree to that? Right beside of it is the judgment card. Oh no, we calling them out. You got some bad people in there. Okay. In the past, when Telegram was started, it was for this purpose. We the people, right? Can we agree on that? That's the past. But underneath it is judgment. But now you done fucked it up, and now we're gonna have to call you out. That's just what it's saying. Wow. This card turned upside down. It's the only one in the deck, and sometimes they do. Energy will flip it in the middle while I'm shuffling. I don't pay attention. I just don't. And I went, don't you want me to flip that bright side up? And they go, nope. Okay. Baby Page of Pentacles. Now, here's a new aspect of looking at him. Baby Page. Okay. He can still mean baby page, but what they're wanting you to understand is, you know how pentacles, it can be money, but it's manifesting from the spirit into the physical. Well, in reverse, it means it didn't manifest the way they wanted it to. They had all the hearts and desire to make it a beautiful platform for we the people. Now they have to call people out in judgment because it got flipped upside down and people took advantage and ran with it. Not uncommon. It happens on every social platform, right? No big deal. Well, I got an issue with Pablo the Peacock here, or mystery. Well, there's no more mystery because flipping it upside down, it means truth. Now, here's why I say that. Right underneath him, oh, y'all know him. Y'all know him. Now, come on. It's your Seven of Swords. He's a damn thief. There's no mystery to it. It manifested into a bunch of damn thieves. Now, I will say this. Well, I'll say one of two things. I started out and I thought Telegram was great. I had to finally delete it because I could not read 9 out of 10 messages that was about taking money from people. I couldn't. You're promoting this, you're promoting that, you're promoting little Trump cards and Trump coins, and I couldn't take it anymore. I'm like, this is not what this is supposed to be about. Now we're talking about Telegram, not Truth Social. Okay, want to make sure that we get that clear. Okay. Overall, Telegram, the thief stole it from the community. That's us. Okay, stole the messages from us, stole the truth, stole the messages, and now let's go back and repeat. Judgment has to be called, because here's that final one. Now justice has to be served because it got way out of hand. Okay. Here's your confirmation. Flipped upside down, and they said leave it alone. Now I know why. I don't have that many flipped. I can't believe they even got flipped to begin with, because I'm normally fairly careful, but it happened this morning too. Whole purpose of Telegram when it started was for humanitarian purposes, family card, okay, for us to get together as brothers and sisters, because it's a sibling card. Remember, we're brothers and sisters in spirit. Humanitarian. We're all going to get together and everything's going to be fine and we won't be censored. I just thought of that, Wings. He goes, don't you think it's kind of convenient that now all of a sudden Telegram's going to have to start issues because Twitter just opened back up? Clean one up. Now you got to shut that one down and clean it up too. Is this what we've come to? You tell me if I'm wrong, because I'm not on any of it anymore. I can't do it. It drains the life out of me. Humanitarian, sibling, brothers and sisters came together. That was the whole purpose of what they were doing. I picked this up, and I kind of panicked because it was in reverse. And I went, you want me to flip that upright? And they went, no, I didn't ask you to do that. Okay, because sometimes they get very firm. Next to the humanitarian card was the sun, but it's upside down. It was our goal and purpose for humanitarian, which would have been bright and beautiful if it would have been that, but they flipped it upside down and they stole it. But they knew they were going to steal it because remember, Looking Glass, they knew it, but they let it go because through Looking Glass also they saw Twitter would come back, Truth Social would be invented, so they let it go. Fascinating. Here's your final card. I'm not doing anymore. So the sun card was in reverse. They ruined it. Humanitarian, nope, they stole it. Final card. Community, you would think, but because the sun's in reverse, that's your wicked coven. No, they got together. They put cast spells on it, got together, and they just overtook it. Tarot doesn't always have feel-good messages, guys. I've told y'all that. It doesn't look pretty, but it's all about intention. I would never intentionally stir you wrong. But the fact that that justice card came out and the judgment card came out means they knew it was going to happen, and now they got to clean it up. But they needed to wait till Twitter opened up so that they could bounce back and forth, because they understand that we need a way to communicate. But that base card is very strategic. It's strategically done. Isn't their timing a little bit funny? Now, come on. Come on. If you think about it. Does that make sense? Russell Brand. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull cards on him because I only did this once, and I did it privately for my own good. Here's what I'm going to tell you about Russell Brand. I have the heebie-jeebies about Russell Brand because normally it's either you're real good or You just have some work to do. I look at Russell Brand. Now, you tell me if I'm wrong, and Jenny just being nasty and ugly. I think Russell Brand acts like a double agent, if that makes sense. For so long, you're this way, and then all of a sudden you're really this way, and now you're trying to make sense of. I'm not. I'm not trying to be. I'm not trying to be an asshole. I was going to say I'm not trying to be judgmental. You're damn straight I'm being judgmental. I told you all that. We have the right to judge people. But I need proof of what you're doing. Are you just there to sit and yap your jaws? What results are you bringing? I judge people by the fruits that they bring. Okay? Just went there. I told y'all. Russell Brand, let's just pull cards. I don't know. I am sitting there. If I get a justice or a balance card or one way or another, I would totally get it. I just cannot gauge him at all because I don't know. Sometimes you feel one way and you feel another, but they're both kind of equal, and you're just sitting there going, yeah. So let's see what the cards say, and we'll make that our final reading for tonight. And I'll let you go because I know you need to go to bed. It's almost midnight. He married Katie. I don't think they're still married, are they? I know. Maybe she was his wake-up call. I don't know. We won't get that into detail. Let's just ask the question on Russell himself. Okay? I know. There's something about him. He makes sense when he talks to a point, but I can't listen to him for long periods of time. Make your point and shut up. Same thing y'all tell me every day. Make your point and shut up. I get it. But some people just have blah, 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 and you just keep going and going and going. So I try not to hold that against him, but what is coming out of his mouth? What are the intentions? And what is the energy? And I keep doing this. I'm like, I just keep getting double agent. I could be wrong. Gift of gab. Well, it's a gift, all right. It's a gift and it's a curse. Shut up, Jen. Read the damn cards. I know. You told me. I can't help it. I've already lost half of you. God love y'all. The numbers keep going up and down. I'm awake. Click. I got you. We're almost done. Let's do the Russell Brand real quick. What can you tell about Mr. Russell Brand? Y'all heard how many times I shuffled them cards, right? Over and over and over and over again. Guess who's still on the bottom? Strategically done. Strategically placed. Let's see the top cards. Really? There's my river bug. Those black river bugs. Interesting that we brought that up. Good or bad? Interesting. Because his voice is global. That's your world. I mean, he has a world stage platform, right? Does that make sense? People pretty much from all over the world know him. And it was their heart and desire that if he opened his mouth on his platform that he had, the message would get across very quickly. Who are they trying to get the message across to? Now you've piqued my interest. Two of Swords, the unaware, the unknown, the ones that are going, what? Because for so long, because he married people like Katy Perry and did all that, he was so left-leaning when he came out and went, No, do you really know what's going on? They used him. Quickly bring the message to the unaware that are blindfolded. Here's where I lost my crap when I looked up and went, what? This card is in reverse. I know, I just heard you. It's the Magician card in reverse. Interesting. Their goal was to find somebody that people wouldn't feel like they were tricked with. Well, you picked the wrong person. I'm sorry, that's my personal opinion. You picked the wrong person. Because I was thinking, are you trying to trick and fool me? And it says, no, we wanted people to understand that we weren't tricking them. Russell Brand was your choice. Maybe he was the only one that signed the contract. I don't know. But I was expecting, okay, he's tricking us. Because I said, do you want me to turn it right this way? And they said, no, we didn't want you to be tricked. What? Hopes and desires, wishes, 10 of cups. As a community, using Russell as his voice and swords, truth, that you would see be rest and comfort in knowing that even he knew the secrets. Okay, still not buying it. You still haven't bought me. Sorry. Ace of Wands, but it'll be all right. It's our heart and desire to understand why we use Russell Brand. Am I still not seeing something? Okay. Here's your final confirmation, and we're done. Queen of Swords, Divine Feminine with Truth. Okay, so there's a targeted audience that he's looking for, that he's not an asshole, basically, towards women. His words are very, very strong because it's aspected with a sword card. His words and truth are very, very strong, and he is making an impact. Apparently, he woke up a certain audience that's what they were targeting. So maybe that magician upside down wasn't us. It was a different targeted audience, but whatever he did a great job, because now you have the Queen of Cups. He delivered the message. He did it. So I think maybe we were just trying to get too attached, thinking he was talking to us, and he actually wasn't. He was talking to the sleepers, remember? Don't yell at me for calling them names. Because they were asleep. He was bringing truth to reveal their secrets. His hope and desire was to reveal the secrets. Okay, I'm just picking back through the story. And then right before it was a magician. He's not trying to trick them. Now I get it. Sometimes you have to do it in reverse. Talking to the unaware. I can't trick them. I have to absolutely prove to them that I'm legit. Now I get it. Sometimes I do tarot and I have to go in reverse. Talk to the unaware, and once you do it and you bring the truth, they'll come very quickly over to your side, and it will change the world. Just did it reverse, and now I get it. All right. Universe has to forgive me too, because sometimes tarot just says, thank you very much. I just got that and I go, well, that's your base card. That's why he stayed on the bottom, because we have to strategically teach you as well. We think we got it all figured out. They can't treat them the same as us. Does that make sense? We're well aware and we can handle a lot more. But if that makes any sense, I'm not trying to be nasty and ugly towards people, but apparently Russell Brand was made for a certain select group of people, maybe an age group or dynamic of people, whatever you want to call it, not necessarily for us. Once I read it in reverse, it totally opened my eyes. Does that make sense? Yeah. I'm going to bed too. The card looks like him. The magician. Yeah, I know. I saw it too. You lost my crap. My expressions, darling, honey. You walked into a Broadway show, honey. He's very intelligent, but so apparently he had a target audience. That's just all I'm going to say. And it worked. We just thought, what? And that's why it just wasn't. I kept doing this. I'm like, who are you talking? I get it. But he was also kind of dumbing it down. Russell is a good guy. Yeah. He's just being used to use a specific target audience because everybody's at the different levels of ascension and truth. He was just targeted more for the millennials, that kind of thing. We old fogies already figured it out, and that's why we don't have the patience to listen. But Russell's a good guy. I got nothing bad as far as him morally or anything like that. So we're good. I know. I know. I'm tired too. It's officially after midnight. Happy November 3rd. Let's move along. I'm just going to say goodnight. I love y'all. Thank you for staying up. I was just trying something different from my West Coasters. So thank y'all for being a part of that and giving them a chance to come in and be a part of it. You don't have to listen to him, Gail. Honey, use your own discernment. If he doesn't resonate with you, do not force your tail. Just because I sit there and go, Card said that he's good, it doesn't mean you have to listen to him. There are people that are in our truther community that I know they're good. I just don't have the patience to listen. Nor do people have the patience to deal with my crap. Touche. All done. Lots of lavender. Yep. She's a burning. Babies are in bed. You're wound up. No, 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 no. Lavender it up, Gail. Reel it in. Go meditate. Go prayer. Good. Just bring it in. Get that kundalini lined up. Nadia already went to bed, so lovely evening. Caroline, try morning. Get the lavender. Reel it in. Get you some hot tea or something. Gather it in. You'll be all right. Caroline. Yep. All right. All right, darlings. It's been an hour and a half. It's really late. Thank you so much for having the patience to put up with me. And even if you watch this tomorrow on the replay going, what in the hell are you doing, woman? I just wanted to try something new. We'll try. I try to accommodate all. I'm all inclusive. You know I love you. You're so welcome, sweet darling. Y'all need me, you'll know where to holler. You never know when you'll see me. Pretty sure it won't be 3 o'clock in the morning. Then again, I'm teasing. I love y'all. Get some sleep. Remember your sleep techniques. Reel it in. Calm down. Center. Stay grounded. And know that I'm always here. And I love you. So lots of love and light. And a whole lot of those wonderful guns. So we'll start with pew. We started pew pew. Now it's and now it's. I digress. Love y'all. Love all y'all. Love you. Good night. Good morning. See you later.